to Stephanie Plans and Reads. Today, it is finally February, and I'm going to be going through my January flip through and talk about my planner stack and what's been working, what hasn't been working, and yeah, going through all of those things that we are all going through in the planner community in the first month of a year. If that sounds like good, if that sounds good to you, then stick around and click that subscribe button so you get more of my videos. I post twice a week, Tuesdays and Sundays, and yeah, let's get into it. So I have 4 planners here, and spoiler alert, I only use 2. So we'll talk about what's going on and why that is the case. So the first thing I have here is I'll just put these over and I'll do them one by one. So the first thing I have is the A6 Hobonichi Hun. It is the Makino cover. It is beautiful, gorgeous. I put the Hun cover on it as well. It is absolutely beautiful, and I have not used any part of it. I did think about selling it. I even put out a little, thing on some, boards if somebody wanted this. This is the Japanese version. I didn't think it through, really. I thought that the Japanese version would be fine because I don't really care about the quotes anyway. And this is different than the other one. So the English version of the A6 doesn't, let's see. Okay, I'll just show you this. So it does not have, it's formatted in a little different way. And some people really like this and some people really like this format. So with the check boxes up here and kind of the line, it's more looks like the cousiny. But I don't really like this format. And I think this format would be good for somebody who's going to use these as daily kind of to-do lists and notes and stuff. And I already have something for that, so I'm not using it. However, this is January, and I never say never. So if, it's possible that I come back to this. It's just so pretty. So even if I don't come back to it this year, I'll probably see if I can't, redate it in some way or find some use for it next year, because it's beautiful and that's why I got it. I made a couple of decisions that we'll see based on what it looked like, rather than thinking or being really thoughtful. I think I thought I had plans for each one of them at the time that I bought them. But then, really thinking about what I really will use. I maybe wouldn't have bought this, or wouldn't have bought this size, this version of this, because I do love these colors. I think they're beautiful. Okay, so the next one I bought is the Cats Weeks, the Hobonichi Cats. Is Cats and Me. Again, I love it. It's beautiful. I will definitely use it. I am not using it. So what I had done was I set it up. I thought I was going to use this as, it's kind of gone under, I think, a couple of iterations. So at one point I thought I was going to use it for my reading journal. And then, so I put 2 books read, and I was going to put what I read in here. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll make it my social media journal. So I put kind of social media stats, put some stickers down for Instagram and YouTube. And I started, using it in November and the beginning of December for my social media. But you can see here why this isn't working. So A couple of reasons. I don't have enough things to write. So there's, for example, I don't have enough things to write in the week portion for it just to be a social media. So I thought I would combine it with my reading, which is fine. But then you have even like the quotes again. These were it's in English, and I just don't need this whole bottom part. I just need the week and the blank page. So I stopped using this as soon as I got my Sterling Ink version of their weeks, simply because of the quote situation and the color paper as well. I had used some of the back pages for scripts, like writing scripts when I actually script out a video. And I have some thoughts about the Sterling Ink weeks. So again, I wouldn't want to get rid of this. It hasn't been used since the middle of December, so I could very easily kind of start in January, backdate January, or plan January, and then start, especially because the only reason why I would do that is because of one of my criticisms about the way I've done the Sterling Ink weeks. So it would be kind of like a good copy, and that's just a lot of extra work that I don't need to do. But if I wanted it to look really pretty, then I know what I've written, so I could kind of make it look really pretty and use this as, yeah, the kind of pretty version of what my weeks is currently, and then still use these kind of note pages for scripting. So yeah, it's not being used currently, but again, it was something I bought because of what it looked like. I really wanted these cats. And, you know, when I placed the order, I placed direct from Hobonichi. These are the two covers that I wanted. And I still think maybe I could have used them if I had bought them in different versions. So if I had bought, if I had waited for the English version of this, maybe bought this instead of in the weeks, maybe bought it in the Hun A5 size. A5 is a kind of my more comfortable size. Yeah, I think the combination of the size, the format didn't work for me based on what else I have. But I'm not 100% against these, because they are really beautiful, and I do want to I'll probably end up using this in some capacity this year. And this one, if it doesn't happen this year, it can definitely happen another year, even though it says 2024. Okay, so those are the ones that I bought for this year, but I'm not using. What I'm using is this. So I'm just gonna start with this one, I think. I'm gonna just take it out. This is a Moterm in the olive. I have it in here because there's so many pockets to put things, and I really wanted to have some you know, things with me when I carry it. I don't go anywhere, so at least not at the moment, so I don't really need to carry it in this. I really love this. It's beautiful. It's an A5, but it does make your planner quite a bit bigger. So this is my planner. I do have some things in here. I'm just going to take them out so they're not in our way when we're discussing. So this is the A5 Sterling Ink planner, common planner. It's got the gold edges. It is the A5. It is the caramel, and I've put stickers on it. The stickers are not actually attached to the cover. They are used washi tape, and I just use them for washi tape. That's the way I like to do it, and it works really well because I have the cover, the plastic cover on it anyway. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I haven't done anything on here. Will I? I don't know. I might not. I use this for holidays, for work days, things like that. I'm not currently working at the moment. I hope that changes at some point, but until then I won't be putting anything on that calendar. And then this is the index. So what I've done, I've just put a little bit of Coffee Monster's co-washi tape, and I have written, sometimes I put things like collections, or I've got here a banana bread recipe and Tombow swatches. So if I have something like that, or something that I know that I want to come back to in the future, so sometimes I might write like tax information, or I might write somebody's phone number, things like that, then I'll put it here so that I remember. So all this is, you know, working fine. These are my the goal pages and the goal breakdown pages. I picked these categories based on my own goals. So reading goals, work goals, Stephanie Plans and Reads goals, mental health, and physical environment. And then I put what kind of values, like this, I think this what used to say was someday or one day. But I changed it to what kind of values were informing the goals that I had, so that I could, you know, remember why I was doing things. And if you want more information about this, I can kind of explain it a little bit more, obviously in a different video, but this is just, you know, kind of an overview. So I've done everything what I wanted to do. I like this page. I have no problems with it. These are mainly pet tape stickers, but also some, you know, clear stickers from other shops. And then here, what I've done is I've broken down my specific goals for each month, and then my habits are listed up at the top, and I just used a Zig clean color dot marker to put down the dots, and then I totaled them just to get a sense of, you know, how well I did in the month. These habits that I put are habits that are directly related to the goals that I wanted to set for myself, and I have added one for February, so I've just kind of set that up. So again, I have no problems with this. I'm really enjoying that, and this I didn't think that I would stick with, and so I'm glad that I stuck with it. I'm not great at tracking my habits, but every night I just kind of dot, and I think these things help. And yeah, it just goes by quickly. So now we get into the months. I didn't do anything for the month of December because I wasn't in here yet. Month of January, I've put these stickers down for every month, and they are from Let's Plan It. And then I put the holidays, and these stickers are from Daisy Papers. And then again, just some pet tape decoration. I kept it quite minimal because I was going to, you know, I still did. I put, you know, appointments and big things that were happening that day. And you can see going forward, that's kind of what I've done. So I did February as well. So that's the way it starts looking. And it looked like that until yesterday. And then I was thinking, gosh, that's quite a lot of, let's take this one, for example. It's quite a lot of real estate that I'm not using to its full, you know, there's so much more I could do with this space, and so much more I could, you know, write. And so I thought, well, what did you use your cousin for? And of course, if you've seen my videos, you know that I put what I read in the pages that I read in my cousin. And I wasn't going to do that because I was putting all of that information in here. But I am a one book girl at heart, and I did like having it all together. So I just put it all in here as well. So I think going forward, I will also just at the bottom, couple of lines in each day, put what I read. So I've decorated for February already, but I haven't done the rest of the months. I've just put in the holidays, some birthdays, and the date. So I'll do those as we go along. So then we get into the weeks. So this is the first week. This is a planner cake kit. Very cute, kind of wintry kit with more pastel colors. Really liked it. Planner cake kits come with everything I personally use to do a weekly spread. So it's got, the habit trackers, a place to put like a sticker that you could put your meals on, enough, functional stickers, everything about her kits, fit with my kind of style. So that's why I like using her kits. Great quality, and they come up even on if you put the sticker in a wrong spot, even on Tomoe River paper, if you just take your time, it comes up. So some of the things I like about this week are the kind of fullness of it. I like when it's full, but maybe, has some white space, but I like that it's a bit full. I didn't know what was happening here. I don't know if it was the check boxes in the to-do list and all the to-dos or what. I just didn't love it. And I really thought, this is great. It looks great to have this washi tape on the bottom, but over the year, that's if I keep putting the washi there, it's really going to chunk up. So thinking about that. This week, the next week was a Let's Plan It kit. One of my favorite winter kits. It's just black like my soul. No, my soul is not black. But yeah, I like the taking an unconventional kind of approach to, the winter blue, icy kind of colors to go full on black and gray. I like this again. There's no place for meals, so I was putting the meals down there. Again, I ended up having the washi down here because I had it, but then again I was thinking I cannot keep doing that. And then the sidebar doesn't have very much going on, but I did start putting in my social media, and when I was filming, so that was good. And I'm trying to use up my stickers. This is probably my least favorite of the month. This is this is a planner cake kit. Nothing wrong with the planner cake kit. I just don't like what I did with it. So this part's all right, although it feels a bit sparse to me. There's literally nothing on this week, which doesn't make any sense. And then I put some stuff down here because I thought, oh, maybe I'll just make this whole thing kind of like notes, to-do list. But then I've made it very column-y, and I didn't like that at all. No, this is definitely my least favorite. So then the next week I thought, no, do this, try it again, but make this less column-y so that you're going across columns, which I do prefer. But now I have the meal plan stickers. This is a Let's Plan It. No, this is a Planner Kate, sorry. Some Coffee Monsters Co. Yeah, it's a cute kit, and I like the colors and everything. Again, kind of getting away from just black or just blue. And then we have this week that we're currently in. This is the 1st of February, and this is Let's Plan It kit. And again, I've gone back to this kind of washi at the bottom. But I still have an issue with like this area. And so I've started putting in my reading for this week, which I'm not going to do going forward. I think we need to think of something else there. I've utilized the sidebar more in terms of a to-do list, but then I ended up putting some here as well. So again, I'm, mixed about where I put my to-dos. And then we come to the week after. I've just done a plan with me. So you'll see it if you, I don't know when it'll come out. It might have been the video prior. So what I've done is I've put like to-dos all at the bottom here, and I'm going to try and do them as columns. We'll see how that works. So yeah, this is the weeklies are very much a work in progress. I think one of the problems I'm having is I don't have a lot of things going on. And I'll talk about that more whilst I go through the dailies. So here are the dailies. I've got these little stickers from Amazon. So they're just like washi stickers, and I've been using them to put the dates, and I've largely done 2 days per page. This is the first, first and second. Too chaotic. There's not enough segmenting. I don't like that there's too much going on. It's too busy. So I need more structure. So I put in the kind of column, and I have now put the, the day. I don't know why I didn't put the day here, but I like this big column, and then I put the gratitude in this section. I kind of continue with that kind of style where I have gratitude over here, and then more journaling over on the side, and I sometimes put quotes, little notes to myself. Like I made this one, and this column was too skinny for me to put my gratitude in there, so I wrote that down. And just putting little dates, little stickers, little dates with my lettering, using gratitude stickers here, and kind of tombos. I got some new tombos, so I put all of them there. I think this is probably my favorite 2-page spread. I like the kind of colors. I like this is one of my favorite Tombow colors. I think this is 228. I can tell you, it is 228. Yeah, just pretty, some pet tape stickers. Yeah, it just looks nice. That's kind of what I've been doing, but then I find like I'm getting a little, this is a bit samey, and I don't want it to be that way. So I'm thinking, you should change. And it's about here where I think I can't do it like this anymore. So I need to change. So then I tried this. So I've made a smaller column, put my gratitude in the big section, and then also, whatever kind of journaling stuff I have. This gives me this space here under to do something else. So I did this little drawing, which it's nothing. It's awful, but it's just something about my cat. And then even flipping the book this way and writing a little bit. And what I wrote there was some planner musings, and that fundamentally I don't have enough going on for weekly and daily planning. So I'm just finding like, where do I put my to-do lists? So in my cousin, I had like a to-do list, gratitude, and then a whole side of the A5 page to write my journal. And when I was working full time, I had plenty to fill up a whole page here, and even plenty to fill up all this. But now I'm not working. I'm finding that I don't have enough for both spots. So I've been thinking, do I continue to put my to-do lists here in February, or do I move them back here and make this even more decorative, and less kind of functional? I guess I'm just not used to doing it that way, because my whole life I've used vertical planning as a functional tool. So yeah, I'm still debating about that. But so far, what's great about the Sterling Ink Common Planner is that I have a lot of pages here. So I'm on page 15, and there are 69 pages for me to be able to experiment and to do things in a different way. And I'm fine with the fact that they don't all look the same. That doesn't bother me. I know I'm going to talk about things that do bother me about not looking the same, but in this planner it doesn't. So yeah, I think all in all, this planner is working well for me. I like the fact that I can change things up when I need to, and it feels so nice in the hand. So I definitely will keep this planner going forward. And then my last one is this. This is the Sterling Ink Weeks version. And it's acting as my reading journal and social media. And it's going well. In this journal though, I'm using this. So the uni ball that comes with the Honichi order. So it's good for Tomoe River paper. And Tombows, and some decorative stuff, but I'm not I'm not intending to make this look pretty. This is functional in terms of writing, so that's fine. So you can see this is the month where I put all of my social media posts, and then I put a check beside it if it's been posted and things like that. And I like this kind of dirty, kind of just random writing, and just make it all look, the way it is. And I've used these little stickers, but, I'm not worried if they're, tilted or anything. And I like it. This is the month for February. I do a little decoration, but not much in the months. And yeah, it's working. Functionally, it's really working for me. I'm using it. I'm liking its functionality, and that's good. The problem comes, and it's not a problem, it's just it's a thing, is in the weeks. So what I do in the weeks is I write down what I've read, and I was writing down social media stuff as well. So I've taken out the social media stuff because I didn't like how kind of confused it was. So now social media is only in the months and in the days, quote unquote. The weeks are just for books and reading. So I decorated a little bit. I have space for me to write what I've read and any notes that I want to write on this side, and then I also write notes on this side. So what was happening is I was getting lost finding what books, where is the book? Oh, Bad Mother. Oh, where is the book? So this week, so the next week, I thought, okay, I'm going to start putting the books in blue, writing them in blue. But you see how messy this is getting now? So I love the deco. The decos are great, but it's just really getting messy. And that's great. That's fine. It's so functional for me. I'm able to write a little note, but I can also write stuff about my reading. I can write reviews. I can write any goals I want. It's great. This week, I put my little, collage in the middle. I thought I'd highlight with Tombos when I've read. Still, it looks so messy. Messy. And my writing is messy too, because I think with this pen, I'm quite a messy writer. But it's really used. It's not something that I've just done and I've made it look really pretty and taken hours to do, and then but not actually, used it. I've just kind of decorated it. This is really used. So I'm having so many feelings about it. So here I started doing this Tombos again, and I just don't like it. So I thought, well, what if you use your fountain pens and just, put the different colors fountain pens? I immediately discounted that, because this I can take wherever I go. I'm not going to take a pouch full of fountain pens to my bedroom when I read. So I just didn't find that functional. And before bed, I often read before bed. I don't want to be getting out my fountain pens before bed. So I went back to the kind of blue, which again does look messy with the black, but it does, the book jumps off the page. I really like the deco for this week. I think, it kind of did some layering. It was kind of interesting. All this is kind of notes about books that I've read or the goals that I have. And this is this week. Again, I've put things I want to highlight in the blue, and then the books that I've read in the blue, and then the notes and stuff are all in black. So I think that's really working for me going forward. It is not pretty though. So this is the setup for next week. So I've made, this kind of beautiful deco or nice deco. And then my writing is just kind of scrawly and writing. And so this is where I kind of talked about earlier in the video this. I thought, oh, well, you can make a kind of pretty version of this in here. So I could just copy the information, but copy it really nicely and, uniform, and use the, right colors and make it look pretty and stuff. Why would I be doing that? That would only be because I wanted a kind of pretty version to show, YouTube and Instagram. So I don't think I'll be doing that. I think I'll just be continuing to use the messy version of it, because this is so functional. It's been working so well. I don't want to kind of mess with it. Then the back here, this is quite a lot of pages in the back, I've been using as the to-do list for social media. So just been putting like a line down the page, 5 columns in, and then using that as a checkbox, and then putting week 1, week 2, and then I just, as I do the things that need to be done, I just check it off. So I can check off, I filmed a plan with me, and I've done the thumb, and I did this 1 month video and did the thumb, or I'm doing it now. So yeah, so this is also working really well for me. So even though this is a kind of really messy, not very aesthetically pleasing planner, in a way it is quite aesthetically pleasing, because it just shows I've been using it, I've been in and out of it, I've been writing in it, I've been thinking about it. And even though it doesn't look as pretty as something that I might have done here with, kits and, tried to print, nicely, it is functioning a lot better for me than some other things I've been using. And I think the smaller size too makes me regret less when there are things like this where I've only just put what I've read and there's nothing else in that week or in that day. So yeah, so these are the 2 planners that have made it through the month. These are the ones I'm going to be going forward with. I keep seeing other planners, being launched, coming out. I think Paper Tess has a relaunch coming, and I think tomorrow, and it's very tempting to add another one to my stack, but then I only have to look at the ones that I haven't been using, and I remind myself that this is working, so just use these. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you like this video and you want to see more from me, click subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.